All right, let's move on now to the third email today. And the third email today comes to us from Martin Bridgman, who writes, "Hey, John, I love the show and watch every day when I get home from classes." Thank you so much, Martin. It's good to have you here. Did you see the new trailer for Lego 2? I love the first one, and this looks like it won't disappoint. Just wondering what you thought of the new trailer. All right, so yes, the new trailer for the Lego Movie 2, the second part is what it's called, dropped, and I adore it. I absolutely adore it. I thought it looked cute and it looked charming and everything that the first movie was. Now listen, the first Lego movie, much like Creed, was a movie that I and a lot of people looked at, and it made about as much sense as when they announced a Monopoly movie. And everybody's, what the hell are you making a movie about Monopoly? That was, that was the reaction from most people when they announced that they're doing a Lego movie. Wait a minute, you're making a movie about square, plastic, snappable building blocks, and you're making a movie about this. It was stupid. And we all thought it was stupid. And we all said it was stupid. But then the movie came out and it was awesome. Because everything is awesome. It was fantastic. It was charming and hilarious, and I mean, it had endearing moments, and you just fell in love with Emmett, and you all wanted to be Emmett, and everybody wanted to be Wild Style and all this kind of stuff. Anyway, move on to part 2 now. So one of the things that I really dug right off the bat with this thing is that they start this trailer by taking us right to Wild Style and Emmett. And we pick up with these guys, and they're living in this desolate Mad Max kind of Thunderdome wasteland. And Emmett is still Emmett. He's still smiling and cheery, and that's all great and fantastic. And then, as we saw in the first trailer, something happens. Wild Style gets kidnapped, blah, blah, and they go to the Sistar system and all this kind of nonsense. We saw all that. One of the most important major new elements, though, that they introduce us to in this trailer was the greatest name in the history of Lego movies, Rex Dangervest. Rex Dangervest, who it took me a minute to figure out, but is also being voiced by Chris Pratt. And it took me a second. Once I clued in what they're doing, I got to admit, I had to pause the trailer because I was laughing so hard. When Rick Dangervest, voiced by Chris Pratt, announces he is a galaxy-saving, a little bit of mentioning, a little bit of a reference to his roles in Guardians of the Galaxy. Dinosaur training, of course, that's a reference to him in Jurassic World. Although one of the things he said, he's an archaeologist. What movie was Chris Pratt an archaeologist in any movie? I can't think of one off the top of my head. Oh, I mean, yeah, but fact checker Jonathan is saying like maybe it was the fact that so many people were saying that Chris Pratt should be the next Indiana Jones, right? So maybe it was a joke on that. But anyway, when I picked up on that, it was hilarious because he had all the Raptors he was training and everything. I thought it was hilarious. Look, like we say all the time, lots of great movies have terrible trailers. Lots of great trailers have terrible movies. Maybe Lego 2 is going to suffer from, you know, the sophomore jinx. Maybe it's going to trip and fall and do whatever. Possible. But right now, I think the trailer looks pretty damn endearing. It looks like it's going to be on par with the first one. Let's find out if it is. We'll find out pretty soon. All right, let's move